playing sports. It's in the game.
That wasn't a lucky play. That was just good football.
Tonight,
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Mahomes to throw once more. Looking for Toney on the out route, and he's got him. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Throwing is Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
This 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Greg Dulcich with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. Shifts by him. 21 yards. Well done on the return. The Broncos take over. First down and 10. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Now Wilson on first down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week.
24 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
This defense for the Broncos, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And with the play, build momentum because they pitched a shutout.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Drew Sanders.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Amari Cooper, 63 yards.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Cooper. There he goes. Amari Cooper. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and 6 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. Well, this one and it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
It is cold.
And it is.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night, 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again. Touchdown, Broncos! Marvin Mims, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Play action. Now Wilson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes.
He finds his man, Sky Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
He's across midfield.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Mahomes now to throw.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. We're down this big. We know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Flushed out right. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point from McManus is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Alex Singleton making the play defensively. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On first down, Mahomes.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
He'll look to throw.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
They're going to look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead. Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go. Some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
KC's offense ready to take over. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
This one is caught. It's more.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up.
From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia.
set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Amari Cooper, 61 yards.
And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And his throw is incomplete.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and the finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season. He's got a man, complete. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos lead this now. Opening quarter of the ball game. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be... Touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Hurts. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. Denver's offense now set to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-0. 21-0 our score after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st down, Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys, maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this?
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos continue to pull away here this first half.
McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Hurts. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Josh Allen, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. Gets around him. So possession goes over here on the punt. Getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Flush to his right.
Here's a diving catch right side. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st down, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Again, Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It got his man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton from 10 yards out.
And the Broncos extend their lead yet again.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now this throw caught left side.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
This defense, they wouldn't mind 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he was really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. On second down, here's Wilson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, Wilson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Josh Allen getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. Now back to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This offense so far on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Wilson on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 23 yards the pickup there. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing again here, Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got Smith here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw again. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he's got it inside the 10. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14.
today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton from 10 yards out.
And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Marvin Mims
With his 16th touchdown of the year.
and the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one